Welcome back to Let's Play Mass Effect. We are still in Feros. We are very nearly done with the boss battle. And just in case you were wondering what a boss battle looks like in the journal, I didn't really feel the need to do this. Once you're in a boss battle, you're pretty committed to it. But it's pretty simple. Just destroy the Thorian. The Thorian is not interested in talking. Find a weak point on the enormous creature and take it down. Alright, well, we've been taking these nodes out one by one, so we're hoping that's the right path there. Don't know. What do you think, Caden?
This place is starting to freak me out.
Starting to. We've been here a while, haven't we?
God, it stinks in here. I feel like I'm gonna be sick.
Yeah, that would be a bunch of creeper mist we've been walking through and stepping in.
We need to kill this thing. Fast.
I don't know, it seems pretty docile at the moment, and it seems to be all out of clones, too, which is a good thing.
And people call me ugly.
Really, why would people do that? Alright, what do you say we finish this thing? Oh, Thorian fall down. Uh-oh. Another clone, just great. Wait a minute, though, she's not green. It's more like purple.
I'm free.
And she has a name.
I suppose I should thank you for releasing me.
Yeah, your color trick doesn't convince me one bit.
How do I know this isn't some kind of trick?
This is no trick. The Thorian is dead, and I am myself again. My name is Shiala. I served Matriarch Benezia. When she allied herself with Saren, so did I. Benezia foresaw the influence Saren would have. She joined him to guide him down a gentler path. But Saren is compelling. Benezia lost her way.
Are you saying Saren can control minds?
Benezia underestimated Saren, as I did. We came to believe in his cause and his goals. The strength of his influence is troubling.
Typical asari meddling. About time it bit you in the ass.
Asari matriarchs are among the most intelligent and powerful beings in the galaxy. How could one fall under Saren's control?
Saren has a vessel, an enormous warship unlike anything I've ever seen. He calls it Sovereign. It can dominate the minds of his followers. They become indoctrinated to Saren's will. The process is subtle. It can take days, weeks, but in the end, it is absolute. I was a willing slave when Saren brought me to this world. He needed my biotics to communicate with the Thorian, to learn its secrets. Saren offered me in trade. I was sacrificed to secure an alliance between Saren and the Thorian.
Then why were the Geth trying to destroy the Thorian?
After Saren had what he needed, the Thorian became a liability. Saren knows you are searching for the conduit. He knows you are following his steps. He attacked the Thorian so you could not gain the Cipher.
What's the Cipher? And why did Saren need it?
The beacon on Eden Prime gave you visions. But the visions are unclear, confusing. They were meant for a Prothean mind. To truly comprehend them, you must think like a Prothean. You must understand their culture, their history, their very existence. The Thorian was here long before the Protheans built this city. It watched and studied them. When they died, it consumed them. They became a part of it.
So the Thorian taught Saren to think like a Prothean. How?
The Cipher is the very essence of being a Prothean. It cannot be described or explained. It would be like describing color to a creature without eyes. To understand, you must have access to endemic ancestral memory. A viewpoint spanning thousands of Prothean generations. I sensed this ancestral memory, the Cipher, when I melded with the Thorian. Our identities merged, our minds intertwined. Such knowledge cannot be taught. It simply exists.
You taught Saren, you can teach me.
There is a way. I can transfer the knowledge from my mind to yours, as I did with Saren. Try to relax, Commander. Slow, deep breaths. Let go of your physical shell. Reach out to grasp the threads that bind us, one to another. Every action sends ripples across the galaxy. Every idea must touch another mind to live. Each emotion must mark another's spirit. We are all connected. Every living being united in a single glorious existence. Open yourself to the universe, Commander. Embrace eternity. I have given you the Cipher, just as it was given to Saren. The ancestral memories of the Protheans are part of you now.
What just happened? Are you okay?
I saw... something. It still didn't make any sense.
You have been given a great gift. The experience of an entire people. It will take time for your mind to process this information.
You look pretty rough. We should get you back to the ship.
I'm sorry if you have suffered, but there was no other way. You needed the Cipher. In time, it will help you understand the vision from the beacon.
Is there anything else you can tell me about the Thorian?
When the creature enveloped me, I became part of it, but I still don't truly understand it. So alien, so ancient. Its exact age is impossible to know. It measured time differently. 10,000 years of hibernation broken by a few frantic centuries of activity. Its mind was awesome, magnificent. It transcended all classification. And now it is gone.
Don't tell me you feel sorry for that thing.
The Thorian was a unique life form. A sentient being that lived for 50,000 years, maybe more. There is nothing even remotely like it in the known galaxy. I'm grateful you saved me from a life of thraldom. Yet I cannot help but feel some sorrow for the loss of such a rare and remarkable creature.
I want to know more about you.
There is nothing remarkable about me. I was merely one of Matriarch Benezia's disciples. For nearly 2 centuries I followed her, learning at her feet. When Benezia revealed her plan to join Saren, she gave her disciples a choice. Only those who were willing had to follow her. Many felt her plan was too dangerous, but I believed in her. I thought she could turn Saren away from his insanity. Instead, we joined him in it.
Tell me more about this ship Saren has.
Sovereign is alien. I do not know how it was built or where it comes from. Its design does not match that of any known spacefaring species. It dwarfs any vessel in the Citadel or Alliance fleets. Its weapons are devastating, its defenses virtually impenetrable. With it, Saren believes he is unstoppable.
You said Saren uses it to manipulate his followers.
The indoctrination. There is an energy about Sovereign. You feel drawn to the ship. It makes Saren's arguments more persuasive, more compelling. Spend enough time in Sovereign's presence and you will lose yourself. There is no other way to explain it.
I want to know more about Benezia.
Benezia was greatly respected among our people. A powerful biotic, even for an Asari. She was widely known as a teacher of philosophy and religion. She always sought the paths of peace and harmony. She joined with Saren because she hoped to turn him away from his path of destruction.
Instead, she became one of his most powerful allies.
As I mentioned before, Matriarch Benezia underestimated Saren. Be sure you do not make the same mistake.
What else can you tell me about Saren?
There is little I could tell you that you do not already know. He's powerful, he's charismatic, and he is dangerous. Once I followed him, blind to his true nature. But now I see he's leading the galaxy into an age of darkness and suffering.
You were allied with Saren. For all I know, you still are. I can't just let you walk away.
Your suspicions are understandable, but you freed me from the Thorian and from Saren. I am on your side now. If you allow it, I would like to stay here with the colonists. They have suffered greatly, and I played a role in their suffering. I would like to make amends.
Alright, so we've asked everything we can ask of Shiala, and she's now presented to us what she wants to do. And she's admitted to being indoctrinated. I mean, that's kind of, I don't know. I mean, I guess if you are indoctrinated, you could actually be, you know, told to admit that you've been indoctrinated, and then say that you've been freed of it. It is a little strange that I mean, we did free her of the Thorian. That much is certainly true. But she also says that we freed her from Saren, which I just don't believe. I don't know. I mean, we've learned some things here, obviously. That big squid is a ship called Sovereign, and apparently it's the real power. It's possibly even the real threat here. Remember on Eden Prime, those farmers had said that there was a sound coming from it that was kind of like the shriek of the damned. And possibly it's the way that Sovereign does this indoctrination thing. Maybe it's the early stages, I don't know. But, yeah, it makes you wonder. I mean, because all along here we've been thinking of Saren as the bad guy. But is he also a puppet? I mean, he sits on the damn thing. He would be, you know, constantly surrounded by this noise. So, I don't know. Well, I guess we'll find out later. Anyway, we have to decide what to do with Shiala here. You know, I've played this before where I've selected this option down here. I can't let you live. This is actually a freebie worth 9 renegade points. And she will kneel and let you kill her. And you will. And even my pure renegade shep just didn't feel right about that. She kept it. She was truly playing pure renegade to see what it would be like. But all my other shepherds have not. They've saved her. I don't know. She seems genuine to me. And if she's indoctrinated, she's doing a superb job of it. Yeah. So yeah, either one of these. You don't get any Paragon for this, but you let her go on with her plan.
The colonists will need all the help they can get. They'll be happy to have you on their side.
Thank you, Commander. May fortune smile upon you.
You did it. With the Thorian gone, we can start rebuilding for ourselves again. And we're free of Exogenes' threats. We're back to being just a little nowhere colony. Thank you, Commander.
Yeah, did you notice nearly 6,000 XP dropped right there? Yeah, these story missions are really rich in just about everything. I mean, you really could play this game and be quite satisfied with running just story missions, I think. It'll take a while, too. Anyway, we are done. We're back at Zoo's Hope. Does it sound like... I mean, that's not... Yeah, look at this. There's still all this laser show going on between these buildings. I mean, I suppose if the laser show was now finished, then that would suggest that the Geth was somehow involved with it. So, you know, seeing it means that there's some other skirmish still going on here. But, or maybe the air conditioning is freaking out and it's sparking. I don't know. But anyway, I just hope they don't turn those lasers on us. Anyway, looks like Juliana and Lisbeth and the other refugees from that halfway point have all made it here. They must have walked along the Skyway at some point. Let's say hi to everybody.
It'll be tough going, but we'll make this a home.
You saved most of the infected. It'll take time to recover from the physical effects, but they'll be all right. Thank you.
I'd like to state for the record that Fidan's passing was not my fault.
I hope Exogeny learned their lesson.
It's nice to finally get the support we deserve.
Start over. What else can we do?
We see an exclamation point on the radar. That's pointing to Gavin over here.
Well, thanks again. That data will be very valuable once I get out of here.
We've already turned in the data, so we don't need to worry anymore about that.
I hope Exogeny learned from this. Hopefully everyone leaves us alone for a while.
If Zhang had been saved, he'd be standing right here chatting with these guys, and we could ask him too. And we could engage him too. And I actually don't remember what he says. I think only one of my shepherds had enough charm or intimidate to save him.
Exogeny better fund us like they agreed to in the first place.
I hope everyone just leaves us in peace now.
We'll make it. It'll be rough, but we'll make it.
He seemed to be mostly encouraged. I would say that that guy who had said that everyone who would, you know, that all the colonists would forget this place even exists, didn't really know what he was talking about. These people seem willing to stay on.
I fought so hard, but any thought of my own caused so much pain.
It's Arcelia.
We can rebuild this place. We're stronger than the company gives us credit for.
No need to shout. Shiala, we've already asked everything we need to ask of her, but you could re-engage with her if in case you had forgotten something, I guess. Ledra, we saved him, and so therefore his store remains active and will remain active and accessible for the remainder of the game.
I never thought I would be so thrilled to see a soldier. Forgive my previous inaction, but under the Thorian's influence, every thought was examined and filtered.
What will you do now that the fighting is over?
I may stay, try to recover my losses. I can have new supplies delivered within weeks. Perhaps the colony will survive after all.
Let me see what you have in stock.
Of course. Return in the future, and I may even have more to see.
Okay, and as usual, he only sells guns. And really, I'm at the point now, I mean, I don't have a lot of money at the moment, but when I start dumping loot again, yeah, the money's not going to be an issue. So I'll be able to just buy Spectre Master Gear for the most part if I need more guns. So, yeah, I may stop back in here from time to time offline just to see if he's got anything worth buying, but for the most part, I think we won't need to worry anymore about him.
Thank you for everything you did. Thanks to you, Greta and I can start over.
This room was empty when we first got here.
The only thing I can say for that plant is it made me forget how hungry I am. I prefer hunger to slavery, thank you very much.
Feros will be back in shape in no time, Commander. We'll make sure of it. I want to try and make this colony work. I hope we'll have the chance now.
I think you will.
Thanks, Commander. It's great to be free again.
This was the nice lady who was guarding that crane control.
Hell, you know. Any honest thought hurt. Just like staring at the sun.
I suppose her neck's twitching because she spent so much time looking over her shoulder after she was guarding that thing.
They tell me you survived the coups. Glad you're on our side.
I did survive a coup, but I don't know what made you think that that would make me a bad guy.
This planet's not so bad when it isn't under the grip of some hidden threat.
I don't know, it doesn't sound very good to me. I wonder if these people are indoctrinated on the other way, in the other direction. It's like they're on the rebound almost.
I have my own thoughts again. Thank you, Commander. Now that the alien influence is purged, we can get back to building a profitable colony.
And this is a point of infinite XP. I can keep saving and reloading here if I want. It's pretty sweet. Of course, you get the same message you got before, and since the journal's already got that assignment in it, we don't see the journal notification show up again. We'll let these people rest now.
The Thorian controlled us with pain.
That guy gets a little louder with each and every invocation. Yay, you're up. That means you must be getting better.
Thank you for everything you tried to do here.
For the record, Phi Dan's passing is not my fault.
Finally, we have hope again.
I'm free. Thank you for giving me my mind back. It was awful. Every time I thought about speaking out, even the memory is painful.
And here's Ian, resurrected and saved from the tunnels.
Free. I can't believe I'm free. That was a nightmare. No one should ever feel pain like that. I really need a vacation.
I suspect he needs one more than most anyone else for all the fighting he was doing against that thing.
I never expected this much trouble. I guess that's what makes it a frontier world.
I'm gonna guess this guy was actually dead. I wasn't counting the colonists. But I bet he was like the 17th colonist, and he really wasn't alive. Poor guy.
Finally, that damn thing is out of my head. I can think without pain. And with the power cells you brought, I can get this place up and running again. Thanks, Commander.
You are welcome. Thanks for that big bucket of XP and credits you gave me when I did that for you.
It will take time for things to get back to normal around here. The Geth are gone. We've got water again. Everything's good.
There's Greta.
Thank you for freeing us. The Thorian forced me to think what it wanted. I felt when you killed it.
Yeah, that's a really pleasant ending. I mean, obviously, you can take the renegade path and get 32 renegade points by killing all the colonists, but you'd miss out on all that little banter at the end and all those attaboys and thank yous, so that's kind of nice. Also, it's kind of too bad we weren't able to ask anyone about the colony and see if they had an updated answer that, you know, wasn't about Fidan. Oh well. And I've decided that must be cold steam coming out of there. I really have no reason to base that on. Alright, let's go and get our mission debrief.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination.
Commander, you look pale. Are you suffering any ill effects from the Cipher?
I just need some time to let this Cipher do its thing.
I might be able to help you. I am an expert on the Protheans. If I join my consciousness to yours, maybe we can make some sense of it.
Do it. Hurry. We don't have much time.
Relax, Commander. Embrace eternity. That was incredible. All this time, all my research, yet I never dreamed. I am sorry. The images were so vivid. I never imagined the experience would be so intense. You are remarkably strong-willed, Commander. What you have been through, what you have seen, would have destroyed a lesser mind.
Did you see anything?
The beacon on Eden Prime must have been badly damaged. Large parts of the vision are missing. The data transferred into the Commander's mind is incomplete.
You sure you didn't come across any kind of clue or hint? Something we might have missed?
Everything I saw you already know. You were right about the Reapers. The Protheans were destroyed by a race of sentient machines. I think it is obvious there is a connection between the Reapers, the Prothean extinction, and the Conduit, but I did not see anything that would help us find it.
What's our next move?
I was able to interpret the data relayed through your vision, what was there at least, but something was missing. Saren must have the missing information. Maybe he found another beacon. If we can find the missing data from your vision, I can... oh. I am sorry. The joining is exhausting. I should go to the medical bay and lie down for a moment.
You sure it was the joining? I feel fine.
Your role in our communion is passive. I am the one who must submerge myself in your mind, drown myself in your thoughts. It is more difficult than it looks. The human subconscious instinctively resists the joining, Commander. A strong personality like yours makes it even harder.
We're done here. Dismissed.
I've sent off the Feros report, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the Council?
Yes, yes, yes.
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
Commander, is this some kind of game? Are you calling in a report just so you can cut us off again?
Don't piss me off and I won't disconnect you.
You don't make demands on us, Shepard. Spectres answer to the Council, not the other way around.
You need to back off and let me do my job.
Of course, Commander. We received your files on Feros. Things would have been much easier if Exogeny had told you about the Thorian.
You might have been able to capture it for study instead of destroying it.
This is worth 2 Paragon. This, 2 Renegade.
The only reason to study a creature like that is to figure out how to kill it.
Yes, kill it. That's how you humans usually deal with things you don't understand.
Oh, the Thorian Counselor is so richly deserving of being disconnected up. I mean, every disconnect should always be right after he says something, I think. But this is a freebie worth 2 Paragon.
The Thorian wasn't complicated. It enslaved and killed innocent civilians.
Perhaps it's for the best then. At least the colony was saved.
Of course it was saved. Shepard would go to any lengths to help a human colony.
4 chances to disconnect, and I can't take any of them because this is another freebie. We're 2 Paragon. Why? Why?
Being human had nothing to do with it. They were in trouble.
Admirable. But sometimes Spectres have to make sacrifices. I hope you're willing to do that when the time comes.
Goodbye, Commander. We will be waiting for your next report.
At least I got my reward. Very nice. I do like that Solarian counselor, I have to say. Is that foreshadowing, you think? Nah, can't possibly be. Alright, so yeah, we finished Feros. Got yet another story mission done. And it's now complete. Feros colony saved. Zeus' hope has been saved with the destruction of the Thorian. Thanks to your efforts, enough colonists survived to rebuild. You have also been granted the Cipher, which will give you a clear understanding of the visions the beacon on Eden Prime burned into your mind. Yeah, let's talk about that for just a moment. Did it confuse you, or at least bother you, that the Cipher vision and the Prothean beacon vision are almost exactly the same? I mean, what was it Cialis referred to the Cipher? She said it was the essence of being a Prothean. It had an endemic ancestral memory. I mean, shouldn't it be full of language and culture and art and science and knowledge and just everything there is to know about the Protheans? And wouldn't the vision on Eden Prime be just some sort of message, possibly? It's a beacon, right? It's meant for a Prothean mind. I mean, it should be something that Protheans would understand and get the message and do something with, possibly. So why do they seem so much alike? I have the feeling that... Also, let me go. I'll get back to that point in a second. Did you notice they're not exactly the same? The Cipher has a little more added on to the end of it. It's got the 2 suns. Then we kind of pan out to the first planet around that system, and then we pan out to a second planet, and then we kind of zoom in on the squid, Sovereign, or I guess it's Sovereign, but it's certainly one of those squid creatures. What is that all about? Why? What's that extra stuff there for? What is that? I mean, that doesn't tell us anything about the Protheans, does it? So yeah, I think this is I think what was intended here, and I have no proof to back this up, is that should have been a completely separate video collection of, something that would say this is not related to the beacon. This is going to help you understand the beacon. And yeah, it should have been. And my guess is there just wasn't enough money. That's what was my final point there. It must have been something that wasn't. They just couldn't. They didn't do that particular part any justice at all, which is kind of too bad. More than kind of too bad, because it really is confusing to me. At least until I'd played through the whole game and knew what I was watching. Alright, we have finished a story mission. It's time to go fetch that locker. And see what goodies we have, and that way I'll have all my material to take to the Citadel. So we can sell and everything else. Really? Are you joking with me? 3 level 5 guns? Okay, I may be mistaken about something here. Yeah, we are level 37. We are somewhere, we're kind of reaching the cusp between level 6 gear and level 7 gear now. And I had made a comment. I had said that that the locker's contents are determined at the point you open the locker, not when it gets refilled. So let me drop a save right here. There's a little something I want to do. Will you join me with this on this little journey to the past really quick? Alright, Feros. We were on Feros at the end of episode 33, which means at the end of episode 32 we were just wrapping up the UNC Asari diplomacy, I think. Yeah, let's go there. I want to see something, because we went from there. Well, actually what I did, so I went from that mission to the Citadel to purge all the gunk, all the loot I'd picked up, which should still be here in my inventory. Yeah, I got a bunch of 5 and 4 gear here. because now I'm back to level 28. Yeah, which is where we started when we went to Feros. Yeah, that's where we were. And oh, and remember I said that the locker actually gets restocked at the moment you land on Feros. So let's just go there real quick. I'm dying to see how this is going to work. Yeah, Shorgila. As you can see, asari diplomacy. And to be absolutely fair, yeah, I did go to the Citadel, so we're missing that part, but all I did was sell stuff and buy stuff there. I didn't change my XP at all, but I did scan these planets, and if there's anything, yeah, there would be potential XP gains there. And yes, we did get the Cobalt, remember that. And Sharing had, oh yeah, Prothean data disk. And then we went to Feros. And I said that as soon as you press the land button, that's when the locker restocks. Of course, I skipped going down here because I said that we would get better gear when we came back later after having leveled up 9 times. So this had better be all level 4 stuff. Almost not the same. In fact, Haliat and Ariake are better. So we have 2 decent companies here. We had only had 1 decent company before. So it's actually slightly better gear here at level 28 than we got at level 37. Wow. Wow. Yes. This isn't a show. I'm not actually pretending like I don't know how this thing works. I literally don't know how this thing works, and every time I think I know how it works, I end up being a little bit egg on my face, and I have to back off. Okay, it's still not important. It's 3 items, right? Who cares? But still, damn. Okay, we're going to go to the Citadel, and all of my squad mates' conversations have reset, but we're going to capture those in a separate episode after we come back from the Citadel. Alright. Alright, and we will pick up the story from right here next time.